got to say, thankfully, DoorDash did the right thing in the end here. But how it started a worst case scenario for any business owner. You get hacked, you lose access to your account, then your money accidentally gets sent to the hacker instead.
And I spent 3 or 4 hours talking to them on the phone. They said no problem. 48 hours later, huge, massive problem.
Eric Reese is the proud owner of Paradiso, an Italian staple in San Leandro, serving up gourmet cuisine for the past 29 years.
All right, yeah.
On any given day, his title doubles as chef, server, busser, multitasking with little time, especially for problems like this.
All of my information was deleted, and I'm like, okay, and they're like, well, you know, we didn't do anything wrong. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Reese says he got a call from a DoorDash representative on July 28th asking about a change of ownership on his merchant account.
And I'm like, change of what? No, there's no change of ownership. And so I instantly went into my merchant portal on DoorDash. I was locked out of it.
Skeptical the person calling might not actually be from DoorDash, he hung up and called the DoorDash customer service number posted on the company's website. He says that rep sent him a link to get back into his account. Then he was shocked.
Everything had been changed. I was like, okay, I'm not this person. Names, addresses, telephone numbers, routing number, bank account number.
DoorDash confirmed Reese's account was hacked, except the company says it was not due to any breach of its systems. We'll get to that in a moment. Reese says he spent hours on the phone with at least half a dozen customer service reps to report the problem, adding each time he was told it would be escalated and a supervisor would call.
They said that 3 times. No supervisor called me.
However, he says DoorDash did promise his account would be deactivated and the company would not pay out what was owed to him until the problem was resolved.
But they guaranteed me, promised me, 3 different people, nothing's going to happen. Give us 48 hours to take care of this. Great.
48 hours later, Reese says he logs back into his account and notices DoorDash accidentally made 2 payments totaling $944 to the fraudster's account.
I'm just spinning in circles. So then I'm on the phone for another 3, 4 hours again. Have to redo everything.
Reese says the next day DoorDash removed the fraudulent account. The tech giant says repayment was processed within 10 days. But Reese says before that, he struggled to get his money back. Meanwhile, no DoorDash business.
So I'm losing thousands of dollars. It's been a week. I don't have my money back.
Reese says that's when he reached out to 7 on Your Side.
If I hadn't called you guys, they wouldn't have called me, and none of this would have gotten taken care of. So thank you.
DoorDash refunded Reese the money owed to him, plus an additional 20% in goodwill. The company shared the following statement, saying in part, quote, "Despite these activities being the work of a fraudster, DoorDash has worked directly with Paradiso Restaurant to make them whole and ensure they have our full support moving forward. All necessary actions have been taken. At DoorDash, we take fraud of any kind extremely seriously and remain committed to providing a safe, reliable, and high-quality service for merchants." But despite all that, there's a lingering question: how the hack actually happened. The tech giant says there is no evidence of any breach into DoorDash's systems. The company says the hack happened through a phone scam on July 9th. According to a transcript provided by DoorDash, Reese's staffer called DoorDash customer service, where he admitted to providing some information to a suspicious caller impersonating DoorDash. The tech giant says its fraud team believes both Paradiso's DoorDash portal login and his work email login were compromised.
Any change, just lock it, so no money will transfer.
We spoke to San Jose State University engineering professor Ahmed Benafa, a tech expert that specializes in cybersecurity and hacks. After reviewing DoorDash's detailed timeline response to the initial breach, he questions why the tech giant's fraud detection system did not flag multiple simultaneous logins from different geographies in real time.
Worst case scenario, staffer gave the information. What kind of defense you have, of my sensitive information that I trust you and I have it in your servers?
DoorDash says all safeguards were intact, adding multi-factor authentication was activated twice in this case, as designed when sensitive changes like updating contact emails are attempted. The tech giant also added it has multiple other fraud prevention measures in place, like waiting periods for bank account changes and documentation requirements for flagged activity.
I have nothing that I can even show you guys.
But according to Reese, all his merchant account information was wiped, so he says he was unable to see his activity nor the amount of money owed. DoorDash told 7 on Your Side it's a proactive safeguard when suspicious activity is flagged, and since restored his account following our requests.
70% of the businesses targeted by cyber attacks are small businesses. And this is the statistic from the Small Business Administration, 70%.
And while DoorDash says its fraud prevention protocols were functioning properly, it's an important reminder for any merchant on any platform. But if you ask Reese, he's still frustrated.
They don't care.
Now, DoorDash does acknowledge Reese's account had difficulty reaching a supervisor, but says their team also made multiple attempts to follow up with Paradiso staff and escalated their concerns to more senior support. The tech giant added they also noticed outreach attempts went unanswered. But bottom line here, if you ever get any suspicious calls asking for information about your account, it's always best to hang up and call the company directly. Back to you.